So we have a, so my dad's been pushing, if you were here last night during the stream, we talked about our MBA a little bit, and we're gonna be going probably back part-time to get our masters or whatnot. But the problem is, the evening MBA program that's like 32 months, which is way too long. I want like quicker than that. I want 2 years minimum. I don't want to like do it for like 2.5 years, almost 3. It's the end deadline is tomorrow, and I have to call them because I have to. What I want to do is do the evening MBA and then transfer over to part-time, so I can take classes a little bit quicker than the evening. Well, the problem is the evening deadline closes tomorrow, and I have to call them to ask, which means I might have to end the stream earlier today so I can call up my college and see if I can like transfer programs after like doing it, because I don't want to start. The problem with the part-time is it starts like in, I don't know, 8 months, and that apparently is too long for Father Jew. He's like, you need to do something now. But I'm like, Papa, I'm streaming every day or almost every day. I'm making YouTube content. I'm trying to make this my job. He's like, oh, you gotta do something, sonny. I'm like, all right, Dad. I'll go back to school for you. I'll attempt to go get my master's. But Dad, subscribe button. Yeah, it didn't really work out as best as I thought it would. All right, so we can swing and ping, or we could just ice block. The problem is we have to kill this, or he's just gonna swing and heal, and then we're in the same boat, right? So this has to die. We develop Mana Worm, we can drop the ice block next turn. It'll be good. It'll be good. Hey Rube, good to catch the stream again. Hey Manny, glad you're here. What's up, Lattice? Oh, what was he saying, Fuse Man? Oh man, what do we got here? Token class, Druid format standard, Year of the Mammoth. I'm still new to, I haven't even done the deck sharing one time yet. We're just gonna fireball this shit. We played the fireball off the top to tilt the priest. But here, I think we have to... I have to go here, and then I have to open it up the chat from a different window like this. And then I can open it like that. And I pulled it up here, Fuseman. Wait. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Perfect, I got it. Thanks for sending that over to me. What's Kiwi cool? What's going on? I said, oh no, back in the day. Alright, so he's Dragon Priest. You gotta be a little careful. Unfortunately now, he gets a free trade there if we tend to ignore it. It's a pretty safe turn. We could go with the Arcanologist, Ice Block, trade face. But then we leave up. The problem I don't want to trade here is because he can Potion of Madness and he can trade into both of them. And then they both die to Potion of Madness, right? So it's like, do we play around Potion of Madness? Or do we not play around Potion of Madness? Perhaps. I don't want to tell him I don't have any more secrets in my deck because we already drew both of them. I think this is gonna happen anyway. I think we can just go with another glyph. I'm gonna play around Potion of Madness to the best of my ability. I'm not trying to get bamboozled by the Potion of Madness. So I think if we fireball this, then he can go ahead and Shadow Word Death this. But we could... Yeah, there's no way to hit this have 6 unless we ping. So if we go Ice Block, swing, and ping, or we just fireball this down and then just keep the Mana Worm. I'm gonna keep the mana worm. Have this guy keep swinging along, man. This guy's chugging. Alright, so now do we play the Arcanologist? It could get Potion of Madness, but then it dies to the mana worm, but it doesn't actually kill the mana worm. But the problem is with the Arcanologist is he knows we have another ice block in our hand because we already drew both our secrets in our deck. So Arcanologist is kind of not so great right now. Which makes me kind of want to put a third secret in my deck. So do we play the Arcanologist or do we just ping? I guess I'll play it. Might as well. I have a 68% win rate from rank 20 to 10 playing Cthulhu Rogue. There's the Potion of Madness trade, but it doesn't die. And there's the Shadow Word Death. Okay. He had the Potion of Madness earlier, so that's really good that we didn't trade the Mana Worm into the 1/2 and put our Mana Worm at 2 health. It's a good draw. So we can develop the ice block. Now the question is, do we play the Blood Mage and ping just to get the cycle in with Blood Mage, or do we hold Blood Mage back? The thing is, like, I kind of want to just play her to get the cycle in, because she's just going to get Potion of Madness later on, because they always run 2. So if I play her now, he has nothing to trade into. And then next turn he's gonna play a minion, so we could just trade the Blood Mage and just get the draw from it instead of him getting the draw. Or we could save the Blood Mage and say combo it with like a Frostbolt or something like that, but I'm just gonna play it. We don't have a lot of cards in our hand. I need to get the value. Counterspell gets people triggered. I'd add it just for the lulz. Yeah, it's pretty good, but the problem is everybody expects Counterspell now because it got added into, like, there's some guy running he hit like #1 legend with a particular control mage list, and it had the double ice block counterspell in it, which is what I was gonna do, but it's fuck. Well, at least this priest didn't play. Normally you save that until when you're gonna win, so I guess it's not as bad as it looks. It's pretty bad though. That's fine as well. Up to rank 15 for the first time last night. I'm sure I'll get even higher thanks to Rube. Good job, Sinister. Congrats, buddy. So he primordial glyphed into a pain, and he already used a death, and he can't double trade into the 7/7, so he might see something weird here. He's either going to ignore it, or he's gonna have to shadow visions into a death.
I wonder.
Bum, 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 bum. So good cards that we can draw are like, you know, Firelands Portal and stuff right now. Yeah, so it looks like he's gonna go ahead and ignore it. This is where, is this where we drop our, oh my god, he's just gonna double trip. Okay. This guy's a little frisky. That's really annoying. This now makes me think I should have kept the Blood Mage, because we could go Flame Strike. We could go Blood Mage, Flame Strike, kill this, ping that. And now if we Flame Strike, it's just really awkward. Really, man? So these are the times where I think I'm being sniped, because that's just this line. This is literally plays around Flame Strike perfectly and everything in my hand. Not to say he's sniping, but just to, like, these are the times that it just feels so awkward. So we could go like Ice Block, Valet, Frostbolt, trade, but then we're weak to like a Dragonfire potion, right? So if we just drop the Flame Strike, ping here and swing there, I mean, we lose addish value, but it is what it is. We're gonna get fucking wrecked by a Firelands Portal. That good music. Glad you're enjoying it, Manny. So Firelance, he gets Dragonfire Potion. That's going to happen 100%. Then he has a couple mana left over. We'll see if he develops. If not, then we get to go Archmage into like Primordial Glyph. Oh shit, he's playing fucking Kazakis Priest? The hell are? So he's looking for the 5 mana, deal 4 damage to everything, and probably resurrect 2 creatures. Let's see if he hits it. He picked it really quickly, so yep. Oh, summon 2 friendly minions, gain armor. Alright, so he's at 18. I think that's just lethal, right? Because that would be, what is this? 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And he's at 18. Really? So we go for the 3 mana, or do we go for the Primordial Glyph first? Because the Primordial Glyph could give us a Pyroblast. I'm gonna go with this play. Look for damage. I think we go Firelands Portal, and I think we're good now. So we have 17, 18 exactly. Perfect. That's why I didn't want to go with the Ice Block first. Even though it summons a lesser creature from the Addish, we found an out with it. So I think that was worth it. Very exciting. Oh boy. Is crafting Burgly Bully worth it if you want Archmage value in a Freeze Mage deck? You don't play. You do not play Burgly Bully in Freeze Mage. That is not a card that's in Freeze Mage. Freeze Mage has very strict deck rules. You can't, there's no, you can't get around that. I'm trying to look at like the hours of calling this college. There's no hours of operation. It's not like call between this time and this time, it's just this call. So I would assume on Friday, what, it closed at 5? Does that sound like normal? Five sounds about right. Well, I need to kill this Primal Fin Totem. So I think we're gonna go with the Glyph, right? Do I ever Frostbolt the 1/1 and then trade the Mana Worm into the 0/3 just to clear board to stop him from playing Flame Tongue? I think so. Because we basically just used 1 card to kill 2. Well, 1 card to kill 1 card. And we still have a card on board. And we stopped us dying from Flame Strike. Eater of Secrets doesn't do much. Coining into it especially doesn't do much. We could go like Blood Mage and then trade, but I'd rather just kill this. Again, stopping the his ability to do Flame Tongue Totem is really good right here. Jade Lightning, a 1 mana card to summon a 1/1 on turn 4. Yeah. It's good for him. We always coin Burgly Bully because the Burgly Bully is just going to give us more coins. Is that going to be a huge difference, just making it more inconsistent? Way more inconsistent. Like Freeze Mage is trying to cycle, put the pieces together, unleash combo, right? And when you run Burgly Bully, that's not damage and it's not cycle. So you're defeating the purpose of like the deck by playing it. Like it's just not doing anything. All right, so he actually did have the Flame Tongue Totem, so it was really good that we played around that. All right, so this always gets Frostbolted, but I guess we can go ahead and Glyph first to see if we can get something really good. I think Blizzard is a good keep, and I also think Fireball's pretty good. Spellbender does nothing. I like Blizzard because of doppelganger shit, But we also run 2 flame strikes in this, so I'm gonna go with the fireball here. So this gets frost bolted, this gets swung into. If like, let's say we didn't have flame strike and volcanic potion, I would have taken blizzard. But because we have 2 AoEs, we're gonna take single target. It's going alright, Setic. No complaints. So we're getting to that turn where Doppelganger Evolve is a really big issue. So we can go with the Volcanic Potion, or we could just drop the Eater and kind of just ping. I know who you are. Where's Chavo? I'm not sure. Chavo's probably recovering as well. Or he's out finding ingredients to build his stage. Uh-oh. This is fine. All we have to do is go Volcanic Potion ping. That's all we gotta do, fam. Unfortunately, I don't like playing the ballet yet. Unfortunately, we're kind of just chilling, doing nothing at the moment. It might actually be good for us to play the ballet, just so we can start trading into these 1/2s and totems and stuff. But I like saving them. I mean, we have like basically 4 secrets in the deck because 2 cards guarantee the draw into it, and 2 of them are actually secrets. So 4 out of 18 is not bad odds there. Oh, looks like this is where we go with the Volcanic Potion number 2. I'm saving the Blood Mage for the Flame Strike. I feel like this might just get Jade Lightninged, but... like, if we draw into Alex, Medivh, Firelance Portal, Archmage, we're gonna be in a good situation. Wisp. Always a Wisp. There we go. That's what we were waiting on. So now it stops us from drawing into a secret, which is fantastic. And we get to keep the fireball, because normally we would have had to fireball the thing from below. Well, that's a big deal. He's able to draw his 10-10 pretty early on. And there's the Jade Lightning. Oh, man. What if he bloodlusts? Then I take 9, 12, 24. He can pop me. Maybe I should have Blood Mage Flame Striked to stop the Bloodlust from popping us. But it looks like he's going for the trades anyway, so that's fine. Okay. So now we just rip a Flame Strike, right? We just go Blood Mage Flame Strike. Because now holding the Blood Mage doesn't do anything. This game has been pretty like challenging, right? We've having to dodge a lot of shit. He still hasn't played Doppelganger Evolve, and we're out of Flame Strikes, and we only have Meteor to deal with it. We're out of Volcanic Potions too. So we just need like a 3-mana spell. So like Arcane Intellect's good, Frostbolt is good, Gluttonous Ooze doesn't do anything. So we're gonna have to trade. I guess we trade here. There it is. Okay. So now he's gonna have to find a way to kill the Archmage. He has one more Jade Claws in his deck, so that does it. Oh man. There's the Jade Claws. I'm telling you, we're on point with calling shit today. We are on point with the calls. There's the Doppelganger. Does he have the Evolve? Indeed he does. Alright, we win next turn. You tonight, saying no. Nice. SU. Oh, what happened? Hall of Fame? Sharison needs to go to wild. It's unlimited valid. Unlimited value. I don't think Sharison's the problem. I think, like, the problem is they said that the basic set and classic set, stuff like that, will never change and go to wild for the most part. But the problem with that is cards like Van Cleef, Tyrion, Archmage, they'll always be like rudimentary cards to the decks, right? So it's like, what would you ever play a Mage deck without Fireball and Frostbolt? No, because it's strictly worse. So those are auto-include cards which limit the ability to create new decks, because you always have to include those cards in decks. And when you have auto-include cards, those cards have like specific roles they fill. So you're automatically filling out what the deck is doing in its foundation with auto like picks, instead of being able to like freely like pick different cards and hopefully like mend the deck differently. But you can't do that because there's auto include cards. Like there's like 15 cards in most classes that you have to pick, and if you don't pick them, your deck is strictly worse. I don't know what kind of warrior this is. He didn't play the quest on 1. So if he's pirates, then I think we always go with the ice block. But if he's taunt, then we would have gone with the potion of polymorph. What's up, James? What? Is he a pirate warrior with just like a terrible, terrible start? What's up, Fears? Alright, so he's pirates with just a super slow start. And he drew patches too. Sucks to suck. Hey Rob, do you think it's still worth to buy the last 2 wings of Karazhan? I don't know. Depends. Do you need the last 2 wings of Karazhan for any of the decks that you're building? Like if you're looking to play like decks right now and you can't play them because you don't have the 2 wings, then yeah, I would have to say it's worth it. But if you're playing the decks that you want to play right now and you're not being limited by the 2 wings, then I'd have to say it doesn't really matter, right? It's like always a hard question. It's like, Rob, should I craft this? Should I not craft this? Should I buy this wing? It's just like, it depends what decks you're trying to build, right? If you're trying to build Jade decks, which card pack should you buy? Me and Streets of Gadgetins, because there's all the Jade stuff in there, right? So this always gets meteored. Alright, we got Firelands Portal lining up. Turn 4 and you're still alive? Feels good, man. Hey Rob, do you think I can get your battle tag? On NA, my friends list is unfortunately full. Alright, if we can rip some way to get rid of this weapon, like our acidic Wampoos, that'd be just fantastic. So we're gonna be taking lethal damage basically next turn. So we actually play the Archmage, and it might stop him from throwing out the lethal damage. So, because right now we're taking at least 14. We're at 18. You know he's got at least 4 burst in this hand. But if we play Archmage, it makes him be like, oh shit, I probably should kill Archmage. So Archmage is a 7 mana, heal 7, basically deal 3 and 5 damage to this, right? And if he does damage to this with this, we're gonna be able to Flame Strike. Perfect. So this gives us an out, because now we can just Flame Strike, and we killed both creatures, and we basically avoided the fact that that thing was gonna hit our face, and it still gives us an out to buy the acidic or the Gluttonous Ooze. Oh. Good news is if he pops us at 1, we can just Alexstrasza ourselves back up. And we still have 2 ice blocks in the deck. Oh man, we are playing it good today, boys. I think we are playing our matches really well today. Hydra, yeah, it's a weird tech-in for the Pirate Warrior, but it's actually, in my opinion, pretty good. I don't think it's as good as some other cards because they can't like innervate it out. I think it's better in Druid because Druid can play like, you know, turn 3, turn 2 Hydra, and I mean that just wins against most decks. So now the option is, do we want him to pop us at 1 or do we just want to Alexstrasza and then swing here? I'm gonna do this plan. We win in 2 turns. Hey Rob, I have to go, but I just wanted to let you know I love your stream. Ah, thanks R3. Thanks for tuning in. Double Innervate Hydra turn 1, easy win.
Your magic shall not save.
Hey Rob, any idea on the next expansion? Waiting for card pack changes. Have been collecting them. I'm not sure, man. It's hard to say. It is impossible to say. The reason I did this is because he can attack with weapons. We've stopped the weapons. We killed the minion, and we're still threatening lethal with Alexstrasza Fireball anyway. So we've stopped him from attacking. We've mitigated the board. We put our life at a way he can't touch it. And we kept lethal damage in hand. That was basically like checkmate, mate. That was the ultimate mate. Does Robe have a sub button yet? Indeed I do, Josh. It's very exciting. That's the reason we're so dead today, is because we streamed for like fucking 9-10 hours yesterday. And the ending portion, like for the last 3 or 4 hours we were drinking. So we didn't even go to bed till like 1 or 2. And then this morning I woke up to edit videos and fix or put together everything we had done last night. And then someone hit our fucking mailbox, so I had to like try to put that shit back in the ground. It's a very sad looking mailbox today, by the way. It's like all bent and shit. Is Sunkeeper better than Tyrion? It's hard to say. It's all situational, right? Because board is clear, right? Turn 8, drop Tyrion. You just like drastically increased your chances of winning. But like, let's say your opponent has 4 minions on the board and you're going on turn 6 and you have a Sunkeeper in your hand. I mean, the card's awful. You're half the time buffing your opponent's board. I think both cards are extremely good, but I have to say it depends on the game and like who you're playing against of which one is better. If I had to bet between one or the other, I would have to say probably go Tyrion, because he's just good always, as Sunkeeper is semi-situational. Oh shit. What do we got here? Welcome back, Fat. Oh, thanks for the first donation of the stream, buddy, and thank you very much for the support. You were going crazy last night, man. You were having a good old time in VIP. Alrighty, so he just ripped the Mana Worm and then gave it a Power Ward shield. I gotta kill that. There's not a way around not killing the Mana Worm there. Gotta love this shiny black subscribe star next to your name. That star right there is VIP. That's a VIP star. How long have you been streaming? Not today, I mean in life. Like, probably like what, the past 6 months, guys? Like the past 3 months, much more, but overall, like 6 months, 8 months, somewhere in there. Not an awfully long time, but, you know, long enough where you get the gist of things. I'm gonna go with the arcane missiles. I always regret picking that card every fucking time, but maybe this time it won't fail me. May as well have a good time when you're in VIP. Nothing wrong with that, man. I 100% agree with you. Man, we're just having to be super reactive right now. Like, we're just trying to live, basically. Hopefully we can drop the Medivh and he doesn't destroy our weapon. Alright, so is this where we go missiles, or is this where we Firelands portal the 2-4? I think this is where we Firelands portal the 2-4, because best case scenario, like, it's not even that great. So I'm just gonna Firelands portal that guy. Rip me. Our mediocre luck was bound to die eventually. Oh man. Against the water, my feet can't touch the ground. Man. All right. So we dropped the Medivh here. And that just doesn't feel very good. Alright, arcane missiles, you got this. Hit this guy. There we go. Bomb squad value. I feel the mage is bad, as sometimes it has to spend its turn interacting instead of setting up its own win condition. Normally it's not too bad, to be honest. Like, mage normally does a pretty good job. The problem is when it just doesn't do a good job, it really hurts you. We have to drop the Medivh because we have to start getting on the board. The problem is, I'm thinking the Burgly Bully might have been better. Like, Burgly Bully into Secret, just to get this developed. Yeah. There's no win after that. The Dragon Priest had everything he needed.